Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, BelleYogi. My name is Michelle, and today we will be doing a short sequence that is focused on balancing postures. So our hope is that if we find more balance on our mat, that we'll be able to find more balance off our mat. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll begin starting at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Take a moment here to root down through your feet. Maybe close your eyes and just start to feel the subtle sway of energy going back and forth between the feet. Just starting to notice with your senses your feet here, in a sense of balance as you stand equally. See if you can relax the muscles in the face and drop the shoulders away from the ears. And take the arms up over your head. Reach up long on your next inhale. Take your left wrist with your right hand, pull up, and then side bend to the right. Root a little more into your left foot so that your feet are balanced here, that equal weight is in both of your feet, that not all of the weight is moving to your right foot, that you even it out a bit. And then inhale, come through center, grab the right wrist, pull up, and side bend to the left. And again, root down a little further into your right foot here to find balance with the weight between the feet. Good, come back through center. You'll take your elbows out to a T as you twist to the right. Inhale, reach up through center. Take your elbows to a T as you twist to the left. So goalpost the arms, inhale up. Exhale, twist right. Back to center. Exhale, twist left. Do that one more each side. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold over your legs. You can always have two blocks here for a little more support, or your hands go towards the ground. And then lift the chest, halfway lift, step your feet back, and drop your knees to the floor. So now we'll go to tabletop position, hands and knees, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. As you inhale, arch your back, look up. And as you exhale, push and round. And just go through that. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And do that like 5 more times. At your own pace. Good, then find a neutral spine. You'll step your right foot up between your hands. So again, it's helpful maybe if you have blocks on either side of the foot to gain a little more height away from the floor. Okay, and you'll just keep that right knee right on top of the ankle and hinge forward from the waist here. So allow your hips to drop down a bit, stretch out the front of that left leg. Now, if you want to challenge your balance a little further, maybe you lift off of your blocks and reach your arms up overhead. Breathe deeply, continuously. And then see if you can take your left hand to the floor or the block, and you'll bend your right knee and reach for that foot. You might want to step your right foot up a little further and just start to draw your heel towards your seat. Stretch out the front of that left leg and the quadricep. Good, and then release. Curl the left toes under, lift your knee up, and find balance as you reach your arms up. High crescent lunge here. Bend deeply into that right leg. Keep your left leg as straight as it will go. Back heel is lifted. From here, exhale, hinge forward from the waist. Now, if you're having trouble balancing right now, inhale, reach up. Step your feet wider. Exhale, hinge. So towards the edges of the mat. Inhale, up. One more time. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, up. This time, take your hands to the floor, and you're going to come right into side plank. So you'll step your right foot back. You can always drop your left knee to the floor. Right arm reaches up. Side plank here for 5. Breathe deeply. For 4. For 3. 2. And 1. Both hands come down. Take a moment to come to downward facing dog or child's pose. And just breathe. From here, you'll take a big step forward with your left foot. Drop your right knee to the floor. Again, allow your hips to press forward towards the ground. Perhaps lift your chest. And if you want a little bit more, you're going to lift up, find the balance to reach your arms up overhead. So even here, your feet can be wider towards the edges of the mat. Your foot, like step it out to the side if you're having trouble balancing, and see if that helps. Good. And then take your right hand to the ground or the block. Bend your right knee, reach back for the foot, and pull your heel towards your seat. Nice. Then extend, release. Curl the right toes under, lift that knee up, and come into that high lunge. Again, always that option to take your feet just a little bit wider. That will help. A wider base will help in the balances, in the balancing. On your next exhale, hinge forward from the waist. On your inhale, reach up. Do that twice more. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, reach. Last one, hinge. And reach up. Good. Take your right hand to the ground. Option to drop that right knee down. Or step the left foot straight back to side plank balance here. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. And 1. Release. Drop down. Child's pose or downward facing dog. Once more. Good. If you're in child's pose, make your way back to downward facing dog. And start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Lengthen the spine here. And exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands come down by your side. Okay, from here, we're going to come into tree pose. So you'll shift the weight into your right foot. And you have a couple options for tree pose. So you can lift the heel up and turn the knee out to the side and just place the heel on the calf. You can also put the whole foot on the calf, or you can reach for the foot and put it high in the inner thigh. So we're starting with the left leg or left heel up, or foot on the inner thigh. Find a drishti, find your focal point, so that non-moving focus on one point. If you want to challenge your balance even more, reach your arms overhead. Excuse me. If your arms are up, take your hands back to heart center. From here, left knee comes forward and step your left foot back to that crescent. Now this time, arms come out to a T. Take your left arm underneath the right. You can wrap your hands around your shoulders. You can take the back of the hands together or the palms. Lift your elbows up wherever you are. So if you're here or here, You're here, you're here. And on your next exhale, hinge forward just to that diagonal line. Inhale, lift your torso back up. Twice more. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, reach or lift, and exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. Shift the weight into the right foot. Balance here. Lift the left knee up towards the chest. Keep your upper body still. If you fall out, just come right back in. Without judgment towards yourself. Then you'll bend your right knee and wrap your left toes perhaps around your right calf, or you can keep them just free. An eagle here. Try to bring your knees and elbows in one line. Sit down a little lower. Good, and then lift back up without releasing your foot down. You're still standing on that right leg. You're gonna bend your heel towards your seat. Good, so stand up nice and tall. Remember to find your focal point again. Find it now. Reach the right arm up. You can stay right here in this balance. Or start to hinge forward from the waist. Kick the foot into your hand and reach your right arm forward. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Come back up. Gently release the foot. Shake all that out. And let's try the other side. Okay, so now you're going to shift weight into your left foot. Lift the right heel up, turn it out. You can keep your heel on your calf. You can lift the foot up onto the calf, or you can lift your foot in the inner thigh. Just don't have your knee anywhere in this area where your knee is. Okay? So find Gustasana, tree pose. Find that focal point. Maybe test it by reaching your arms up. Change the focal point. Squeeze that left hip in as you push the right foot into the thigh or the calf. Take your hands back to heart center. Draw your right knee forward. Balance. And then step it all the way back. Into that high lunge, reach your arms up. This time arms come out to a T and right arm comes underneath the left. Wrap your hands around shoulders or take the back of the hands or palms together. Lift your elbows up and on your exhale, hinge forward just slightly. Inhale, lift back up. So we're just testing the balance here by these hinges. Exhale, hinge. Feel a little wobbly. Inhale, lift. One more time, hinge and lift. Now shift the weight into the left foot. Lift the right leg up. Bend your left knee. You can cross it here or all the way around the calf. My foot doesn't want to do that today. So you choose your eagle. Sit down low. Good. Lift the right knee back up to the chest. Then release your hands. Bend your right knee and bring it back towards your seat. Grab the foot. Reach your left arm up overhead. See if you can balance here. If you want to go further, press your foot into your hand and come into a dancer. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Good work. Shake all that out. One more standing balancing pose. So we'll try Utthita Hasta Padam Gustasana, which is this one, right? But you're going to bend your right knee up and grab the big toe with your peace finger. So this is step 1. Your arm is going to be inside the leg. Show from the side. Okay, so arm inside leg, stand up tall, find your balance. Reach up through the crown of the head. This is step one. Step two would be extending your legs straight. Pull the toes back so you can drop your right shoulder into its socket. And breathe here. Good, then rebend the knee and take your right hand to your shin. Stand up even taller and take the leg out to the side. If you'd like, you can reach for the toes again and extend the legs straight out. Maybe turn your gaze over your left shoulder if this is super simple for you. Find your breath. Make sure you're not holding the breath. Bring your leg back through center. The knee can be bent. And then release the foot to the ground. All right, let's try that on the other side. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift your left knee up. Grab the big toe with your peace finger. Your left arm is inside the leg. Stand up really tall. Root down through all four corners of your right foot. And if you want to go into step two, extend the leg, pull the toes back. The leg as straight as you can. Then rebend that left knee. Take your left hand to your shin. Stand up taller before moving it out to the side. You can always reach down, extend the leg. Keep the leg extended as you move it to the side. That's okay too. And then maybe turn the gaze over the right shoulder. Come back through center. Maybe rebend the knee to bring it back forward. And then release. Shake it out. Good work. Okay, from here, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. And then step your feet back. We'll drop the knees and come down onto your bottom. So come down to your back. Feet are on the floor. So just because we're doing balancing poses today, I thought one-legged bridge would be good to practice. Now, first you go with both feet on the floor. So press down into your feet, lift your hips up into bridge. You can roll the shoulders under, reach for your hand, and interlace the fingers if you'd like. Then shift weight into your left foot and see if you can lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press further into your left foot. Keep your hips high for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release your right foot down, lift your hips even higher. Shift the weight to the right foot, lift your left leg, hold it up for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and release 1. Lift your hips up, release the hands, lower your hips back down to the ground. Good. Now take your right knee on top of your left. Scoot your hips to the right and drop your knees over to the left. Little twist here. Just breathe, slow it all down. Good. Come back through center. Right foot to the floor, left knee crosses over right. Scoot your hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Breathe. Come back through center. Grab behind your thighs. Rock yourself up to a seated position. Let's end with a short seated meditation. So just find a nice comfortable seat. Sit up tall. Take a moment to just honor all the hard work you just put in. Take a moment to close your eyes or soften your gaze and start to move in towards your breath. perhaps inviting a mantra into this meditation. If you have your own, you can use that, or if you need a suggestion, perhaps today you use so hum. So every inhale you mentally say so, and every exhale mentally say hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. So every time you lose your mantra, just bring your awareness back to the mantra and start again. Draw your hands together in front of your hearts. I'm so grateful for all of you for sharing your practice with me, for allowing me to be your teacher today. May this video, may this class help you find a little more balance off your mat. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you would, please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel and tell all your friends about what I'm offering here on YouTube. I also have longer yoga videos on my Patreon, so link is below. Thank you to all my patrons for supporting me, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much.